The Science Fiction and Fantasy Writers Association has been struggling to remain relevant. They're attempting to add to their programming for their Nebula Awards, which used to be one of the more renowned things in science fiction before the identity politics people took a hold of this organization. Now they're trying to do like this mid-year Quasar program. Get it? Quasar, Nebula, ha 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 ha. And it's really ridiculous what they're doing on this. It's really has very little to do with science fiction or anything, and a lot to do with like how to write and how to be engaged in wellness for like, I guess, the hippie people out there who are constantly on their anxiety medication and unable to write. Now, this is pretty weird because you don't really need how to write seminars if you're a professional writer. And SFWA used to be a organization for professional writers. This was when it started. It was the elite in science fiction who actually were trying to pressure different publishing houses to give contracts so that science fiction writers wouldn't get screwed when they got there. And it was the who's who. Like Jerry Pournelle used to be the president of SFWA. Anne McCaffrey was in there. I mean, but now it is just these wannabe people who are LARPing. The current president's a lady named Kate Ristow, who really has done nothing in the genre whatsoever. She's a weird blue-haired lady who her entire experience is simply, running nonprofits like this. And so she's not really a science fiction person whatsoever, and it's very clear that none of these people are about professional science fiction anymore. So SFWA now is about aspiring science fiction writers who are trying to LARP like they're professional science fiction writers, and that's what we're going to see right here in this programming. It's all about that rather than actually anything to actually help anybody professionally. So they're struggling for relevance out there, and it's been this way for a long, long time. I am laughing at it. Now, they are a political club. They're nothing else. They've removed any of their standards back. Back when I first came on the scene, used to have a work make $5,000 or more in a year. Now, that's not enough to make a living in science fiction as a writer, but $5,000 is kind of a bar where it's like, okay, you actually sold something and you might actually have something to you. They lowered that bar. That is gone now, and you have to sell 3 works, and by the way, that was 5,000 over the course of 1 year. You had to show that it was done in 1 year, not over its lifetime. Now it's 3 works that total $1,000 in your lifetime, and so anybody can kind of get that. I mean, you can honestly buy your own book on Amazon enough times to do that, and not sell it to your mother, right? And these people are like pretending to be professionals now, and that's what they are. And they've been like that for a long, long time. Now, when I applied, they declined me because they said that I called their president a pedophile defender at the time, and that's their reason for declining me. Because their president at the time, Cat Rambo, was defending pedophiles on X, which was Twitter at the time. They're scared of anybody with any sort of political differences. They're not about science fiction professionals at all, and they don't care. They really are just like circling the drain. So I'm going to laugh at their Quasar coming up here, which they're trying to just like, I'll show you exactly what it is, trying to like make their Nebula Awards something that people participate in more, because apparently things are not going so well on that front. Hit the like and subscribe button. Join me as we talk about all things in the sci-fi and fantasy news. This is the descent of SFWA into more irrelevance once again. I'm a sci-fi writer right here. This is Valiant Frontiers. It's a new space exploration trilogy. If you miss what science fiction was, if you miss the sense of wonder, the exploring strange new worlds, if you miss the great heroism of the past, I am bringing it back, guys. I have a full book trilogy. These are novels, and they are crowdfunding right now. Each one of these has its own standalone story, its own science fiction concept, which is really, really great stuff. And I've developed this cast of characters so that you can grow with them, enjoy them, and actually really get to know them. That's why I wrote a whole trilogy in advance to make that happen. And so this is about Captain Conley and his crew of the EAS Valiant. It's called Valiant Frontiers, and I really hope you'll enjoy this. I have some beautiful art commissioned by Lolo Guzman, who's one of the best classic fantasy-style artists out there. I just love his work all the way around. Yes, this is all coming out very, very soon. It's all done to make it easy for you. Support real science fiction. This is in the description below. Really appreciate you guys for doing so and supporting our channel as we keep moving sci-fi along. I know that that's tough. Nobody pays attention to sci-fi anymore, but we're trying, my friends. We're trying to do real sci-fi, unlike what these people do. These are not science fiction writers. That's why they changed their name twice. It's no longer, it's the science fiction and fantasy writers. It used to be of America. So notice that and fantasy and not a lot of sci-fi writers anymore because it's really sad. And then association rather than of America because they're trying to bring in international people since they don't like America, and that's really what happens. So this is the change, and this is where they're going. So they've got this. This is pretty interesting. They've got a chat lined up with Lois McMaster-Bujold, who I love and who's amazing. So there's one thing that's interesting enough right here. But look at this here. If you're a Nebula attendee, so if you went to the Nebula Awards, you get to get into this online conference. By the way, it's not in person, for free. And so they're giving more for the Nebula Awards folks to try to incentivize people to do that. If it's not working, if it's failing on that level for the Nebulas, this would be a way to add more content in hopes that you can get people interested in that. Interesting stuff right there. But they also have newcomers, and this is pretty funny. So they have this. You get along the 60th Nebula online catalog, which is a bunch of short stories from Nebula writers, which nobody wants. So this is interesting. It's like, if this is for professionals again, and this is a professional science fiction thing, why are you selling short stories to other professionals? This isn't like a reader-first, reader engagement group or conference. Like, again, they don't have a purpose, and they don't actually do anything as a organization at this point. So they're trying to actually hawk the stories of their own members to their own members. It's really wild. And otherwise, at $75, oof. We'd be thrilled to have you along for the ride for $50. So if you don't want all the short stories from these people, you get $25 off on that. That's pretty nice. Pretty funny. At least they offer that option. So this is it. Do you create it in audio form, audiobooks, audio dramas, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And that's a terrific playlist. You know what? I will put my audiobooks in here for consideration. I will do this. Okay, I'm sure they'll love to play my audiobooks in the background there. So here's their program schedule. This is $50, by the way. And as you see, it's not a big program. You've got sometimes a couple panels going on at the same times, a meditation station. This is online. Like, just log off. What the heck? A couple panels going on, workshops going on at the same time. Okay, office hours, outpost yoga. Again, this is online. Very, very weird. So we got some guy reading poetry. Okay, cool. An introduction from SFWA of what this is. We've got shared challenges from multimedia indie creators. Okay. This might be this. Okay, I will give them that this might be useful for professionals, possibly. Okay. Next, seminar contract needs to know for a challenging year in the industry. Right here, this is of different contracts. It might be useful. Okay, so we got two things. Next, we have our wellness open outpost activity for healing techniques to improve our bodies right from our. What the hell? What's this have to do with science fiction? Again, this is for like somebody who's just like sitting around with like anxiety problems, and this is again not professionals, right? Mutual resilience, how you build a community on and off the page. Well, they're not doing a good job with this here in SFWA. I wouldn't listen to SFWA for building a community because more people are going to watch me talk about this and laugh at it than are going to actually watch the conference, which is really funny. Who are these people? Bright Flame, Curtis Chen, and James Stagel. This is like a nobody's. So that's it. Huh. How does your work in community organizing and see community organizing? This is Barack Obama bullshit here. It's just all political. That's all they do. Office hours. I don't even know what that means. Back to this again. Centering wellness. What is it? Wellness activity. You see this shit? They're just, again, these are anxiety people who are just like need medication. And that's it. Different relationship to disability, illness, and neurovariation. What does this have to do with being a professional science fiction writer? Again. So wild. These people are insane. And this is it. They like advertise that they're insane. Okay. Creating real-world hope through speculative YA. Again, this is a how-to-write panel. You don't need this if you're a professional. Collaboration done right. Again, this is how to write. Like, why? Okay, let's go to Sunday. science fact and science, getting it right in SFF. Well, you're allegedly professionals here. This is SFWA. You're the top of science fiction. Shouldn't you be getting it right already? I mean, this is mind-boggling, right? The business of writing, publishing short story anthologies. Now, this is rich. The best business for writing is not to publish short story anthology. And they've got Sheree Renee Thomas, who is a grift race activist, who is supposed to be running the magazine of fantasy and science fiction, but she keeps coming out with these short story anthologies about like the black ladies and whatever, and not actually publishing the thing that she's hired to do. It's very weird. It's such a weird clout structure again. And again, you're professionals. You should probably already know this at this point. And the answer is don't do it. Short stories don't make money. I could tell you that right. They don't want to hear that at all. That's why I'm banned. Science fiction and science fact, myth busting in the National Association of Science Writers. Again, this is like what the heck? Tarot need to knows? What am I even? Are we doing witchcraft at the stupid? This is like, why are we performing witchcraft ceremonies at a science fiction? There's nothing science about this at all. These people are insane. Like this is weirder than wellness. My gosh, I'm just shocked. Bright Flame. Who the hell is Bright Flame? Should I look this person up on Blue Sky real quick? Let's see. Blue Sky. Let's go to Explore Blue Sky, and let's go to Bright Flame. Okay. Scheduled for SFWA conference. This is Lane Smith. Tarot along with, here's Bright Flame. Oh, they. Oh, wow. I write, teach, and make magic. It is literally a witch. A feminist witch. I mean, again, what does this have to do with science fiction? This is so wild. But this is the absolute state of this stupid club at this point. They're literally just witchcraft feminism. Is it how to give a good panel? Well, you should probably figure that out again before the conference and not actually do the conference about that. Then you get your wellness activity meditation station. Wow. I mean, is that just quiet for half an hour? I mean, they're going to have a whole panel online where it's just quiet. I'm very confused. Oh my gosh. And then writing horror, which is not science fiction or fantasy. Okay, cool. This is SFWA 2025, guys. It's become a bigger joke than ever before. And my gosh, no science fiction to be found. These people are not professionals. It's all fake. It's all gay. And it's all feminist witchcraft. Enjoy. Please check out Valiant Frontiers for real science fiction. It's in the description below. Appreciate you guys being here. We'll be back soon.